Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video, I am playing with the Neutrals palette from Cosmic Beauty again. I only did 2 looks with this. I was trying to be, I don't know, efficient. And since I filmed the video, I just keep thinking about this and I really want to use it again. I need to use this mustard shade, this kind of olivey shade, and the radiant shade as like the main eyeshadows for a look. Something about those colors just they get me right in my little feels. So that's what I was thinking I would do today. Yeah, so I'm gonna whack on these eyeshadows, chat with you a little bit, and just have fun. Hopefully you're into that. If you are, you know what to do. Okay, let's just go. Okay, I'm going to use my gently used but cleaned off Rephr 27. It's just a big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go into that mustard yellow shade called Icon. It just looks gorgeous. Oh man, look at that. I have been thinking about this palette daily since I used it. I genuinely think that this is the palette that will put Cosmic Beauty on the map. I mentioned that in my video because this palette is super neutral. So if you don't like far out funky eye looks and you want something toned down, this is the palette, or the Cool Trolls, either one, depending on which way you lean. If you missed my videos using these, I will link them in the description box so you can check them out. But also check out Shawnee and Jessa's videos. Obviously, Shawnee and I are, pretty good friends. So we talk a lot. I mean, Jessa and I are certainly friendly, but we don't talk as much as Shawnee and I do. And I know that Shawnee definitely hasn't been feeling the love towards these palettes because many of the shades don't work as well for her because she is, very dark complected. And this is the first time I've heard her say anything negative about Cosmic Brushes, Cosmic Beauty. She really likes the brand. I'm gonna use my Rephr 13 in the gentle shade, which is that like olive green. Yeah, Shawnee really likes the brand. She has all of the palettes as far as I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has every single one. And I don't know, I feel like that's kind of a bummer that some of the shades in this palette don't work for her because she is a huge fan and has really enjoyed all of the palettes as far as I know. We have our Copy Kitty series where we just kind of find a look that looks fun or interesting or whatever, and we quote unquote copy kitty, which is just like our version of what the look is. So oftentimes she'll take a picture that she found of just like a beautiful scene and create a look based on the colors or whatever. It's a very loose interpretation of copying. It's just for fun. Anyway, the point of saying all of that is that a lot of times when we do those videos, she reaches for a Cosmic Beauty palette because they have so so many options. They're really fun, I think, and probably inspiring to play with. And I know she likes them for creating, more fun looks. So I think that goes back to what I was saying earlier about, I think these palettes are for people who maybe don't love far out funky looks, because they are so wearable and uninspiring if you're looking for that kind of palette. Does this make sense? I think you probably know what I mean. Sometimes my thought process is wonky and you have to be able to interpret what I'm talking about, but I feel like most of us here get me. Anyway, I love this palette, and one of our friends in the comments section, I believe their handle is DM. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen here. And they were saying that they'd never ordered from overseas before and never ordered, obviously, from Cosmic Beauty. But because these palettes are what they are, they were very, very interested. And I was really hoping that Cosmic Beauty was able to order enough palettes so as to not sell out of these, because I figured more people would want them. And I think, if they can get it together, they're going to be the next big brand, because these palettes, I think, are spectacular for my skin tone. I think Jessa felt the same way. She didn't note any of the shades not working for her. I'm not blending these two shades too much together, just kind of overlapping a little so there's no, distinct line. I don't want these two to get mixed up and cranky with each other. So that's really fun. I like that a lot. Now on the same Rephr 13, I've cleaned it off on my handy dandy towel. I'm gonna go into, I'm trying to decide if I wanna do classy or delicate. Classy's a bit warmer, so I think delicate. I'm just feeling, and not that, some of these shades are definitely more on the warm side, but they're still like neutral warm. I don't know. I think this launch is spectacular. I just am really impressed. The quality is exactly what I've come to expect from Cosmic Beauty, Cosmic brushes. They're still Cosmic brushes on the interwebs. So I don't know if they're having trouble like changing their name all around or what. But if you Google it, it brings you to Cosmic brushes. That's so nice, man. So I guess I'm wondering, if you didn't pick this up yet, are you going to when it comes back in stock? Or are you still like, nah, I can do without? Because if you have a bunch of neutral palettes, maybe you don't necessarily want to buy another one. And I was watching someone talking about these palettes and how the prices had gone up, and they were feeling pretty strongly in the negative about that. And I definitely get it. I paid $83.50, I believe. I did look. And because I ordered them together, there was only one shipping fee, and I used a code. I think I was going to use somebody else's, and I couldn't it didn't work and ended up using Angelica Nyqvist's code. So both palettes with a code was $83.50. That's not a lot of money. That's shipped. So I'm not sure. Maybe the person I was watching wasn't mathing all that well. I don't know, because if you look at the price point for other brands with multi-chromes, because this palette for sure has 3 multi-chromes. They average, I think on the interwebs, it's about $12 is the average for a multi-chrome. So right there, you're at $36 for 3 multi-chromes. And then you've got 17 more shades, mattes and shimmers, quality mattes and shimmers. So I'm not sure if I definitely don't think I buy the it's not a good price point, because I mean, doing the math, it feels like a really good price for me. Anyway, I'm gonna take that mustard shade all over my lid. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I want this down before I go in with the radiant shade, which is that stunning multi-chrome that I love so much. If you have any thoughts on, the price point and whatever, I'd love to hear it, because, my perspective is only one, and I can't know something until I know it. So I'm always open to hearing other people's thoughts. It's just so good. It's so good. I don't know. I don't think I mentioned I primed with the usual NARS Soft Matte Concealer below my brow and the Milani Eye Base from my lashes to my brows. Same old, same old. I'm almost out of the Milani. I'm taking my Singe Beauty EO1 into the Radiant shade Dry. I've only used this as my inner corner, and I tried to use it as a highlight. That is just so pretty. I think I'm gonna wet it. Am I? Let's just try it dry. I mean, who knows? Look at that. I mean, it's just so nice. It's so nice. I'm doing it kind of light and sparse because, I don't know, that just feels like the right way to do it today. Sometimes I like to wet it and paint them on as opaque as I possibly can, but I think that looks really pretty. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye. I'll use the same mattes on the lower lash line as I did through my crease and everything, and I'll whack on the rest of my face. I'll come back and show you the finished look, and we can wrap this up. All right, I'm back and my face is mostly done. So we're trying a new thing here, and I need to know what you think about it. I was chatting with Susan in the comment section. You know Susan, our favorite bully. Anyway, we were talking about like lashes and all of that, and I apply false lashes most of the time. And, she was saying that she doesn't, lashes aren't, tricky business anyway. And I said, well, maybe I could do a thing at the end of my videos where I show you the look without lashes, just mascara, and then I can come back and have the lashes on. And she said that might be a good idea. So we're trying it today, test driving to see what you think. So what I did was I took the black from the palette and stamped it along my upper lashes on my right eye. Let me zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about. And I left my left eye with just mascara on the lashes, both top and bottom. Maybe it would be good for you to see a couple of different options with the eye looks. Let me know if you think this is a good idea or not, because I will say it's gonna add a bit of time and effort to my videos, which I'm absolutely fine with. Like I have nothing else going on. I might as well play YouTuber. But if you don't care and it's not going to affect your life whatsoever, then I don't have to do it and waste your time as well as mine. But on the off chance you would like to see, I'm going to do it now until I hear otherwise. All right, so now I'm going to go line with the eyeshadow my left eye and put on my lashes. I will say I didn't wet the eyeliner brush when I was stamping on the black eyeshadow, so I got quite a bit of fallout. I had to wipe off the makeup all in here and reapply the concealer, the powders, the foundation, or the blush and highlight. So definitely wet your eyeshadows. I mean, I even tapped off and everything. I was being very careful. I still got fallout. So just wet your mats. It doesn't ruin them, I promise. Okay, I'll be right back with the completed look. All right, I'm back and my lashes are on. I think it just adds a little bit of, I don't know, something to the look, and I really like them. I desperately wanted to learn how to put on lashes, and it took me a very long time. But now that I can, I like to wear them. So, as for this look, I think it is fantastic. And as I was finishing up with the eyeshadows on my lower lash line, which are the same mattes as I put on my eyelids, I was thinking the matte olive shade with the luxe shade, which is this like, oh, let me see, over here, it's the green to kind of a rose. I wore this in the second look that I did in the first video. There are just so many options, and my favorite part of this palette is that I think it will work for almost anyone's preference for eyeshadows. Not necessarily color story or shades, because we know some of them don't work for Shawnee. But if you like super toned down wearable looks, this palette will work for you. If you want to dip your little pinky toes into something a little funky, but nothing too wild and crazy where you would be uncomfortable, this palette would do that for you. And if you're like me and can go with either end of the makeup spectrum with, you know, wearable and lovely and a far and funky, this palette will work for you. So, I don't know. I think this is definitely one of my top favorite palettes from Cosmic Beauty. I was thinking about filming like a ranking the Cosmic Beauty / Cosmic Brushes palettes, not in your typical number, you know, kind of format, but maybe I can figure out my own format. So I'm actually going to work on that right now and probably film it. I mean, I'm wearing the eyeshadow, I might as well, right? As for the rest of my face, really quickly, I'm wearing the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. I've heard a couple reviews that were not of the good. I don't understand it. With my normal skin, oily T-zone, I love this foundation. Like, genuinely really like it. It looks nice. It's not too heavy. it's just a really good foundation. So definitely would recommend. I am using my e.l.f. Incognito concealer, and my other powders have disappeared. Okay, I set everything with my Too Faced, what's left of it, and then this is my finishing powder, the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in 30 Sand Light Neutral. I think it ends up giving me a little bit more tan on my face because my face is freakishly white because I pile on the sunscreen. I'm the girl who will go out with white on my face, like the sunscreen, as long as it's on there. I don't even care if it's blended in. I want to protect my face from, well, anything. So yeah, I'm not afraid to wear my sunscreen heavily. So my skin, the skin on my face is much lighter than on the rest of me. Contour is the Sephora one. I tried to pick different products for the rest of my face for a couple whiles now, because including 2 blushes no matter what, pretty much, and 2 highlighters if I can, and 2 bronzers when I can. I couldn't today because I'm using the Divina Cosmetics bronzer, which is just lovely. This is so good. I completely forgot that I have this. It's in a little Makeup Geek plastic compact because these just come in little like cardboard envelopes. It's so good. It's like the perfect shade for me right now. I didn't have to pile it on. I didn't have to be careful. It's amazing. I'm wearing 2 blushes. I'm wearing the Mented Peach for the Stars back here, you know, because that's where I've been putting my deeper blush, and the NYX Sooner the Butter, which is number 3 in the lineup, Shimmering Nectarine. We already know I love the NYX blushes. This actually is what got me thinking about ranking. Like, could I rank my blushes? Let me know if you want to see that, because maybe I could. Again, not in your standard highest to lowest, but something more Janish. And this is kind of all over everywhere else. I love these NYX blushes. I mean, obviously, if I ranked them, we already know they would come in pretty high up. So I am wearing 2 highlighters. I pulled out the Be Perfect Get Wet Stacey Marie highlight in Skin Sheen. This is like multi-duo chromey. I have it on just below my brows, and I have it layered on my cheekbones, my nose, my Cupid's bow, under the Cosmic Beauty Frosting Highlight palette, and I went in with Golden Apple. This is the only thing on my inner corner, and I layered it over the Be Perfect highlight because I'm wearing yellow and green. It seemed like a good combo. So that's what I did. Is my lash popping off? These are brand new lashes. I haven't worn them before. I think my lip combination is worth noting. I'm wearing the Odin's Eye Solimane Gel Liner in 12 as my lip liner. It's metallic-y. Like, it definitely has a sheen, which is interesting. I've had it in my lip liner stash for a while because I do like the tone for a lip liner. And then I'm wearing my Mel Thompson and Christian Audette Beauty lipstick in the center. In my waterline, I'm wearing the NYX Brown liner. It's called Brown, so I was able to remember that. Anyway, that is the video done and dusted. If you want to see more looks at this, let me know, and maybe what the format you'd like to see it in. Bite-sized videos, I could do another multiple looks. You tell me. then I'll do it because I definitely want to play with this more. So, all right, I do think I'm gonna go rank my Cosmic Brushes palettes. Wish me luck, I'm probably gonna need it. Anyway, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.